Welcome back, everybody. It's me again, and today I'm bringing to you one of the fall classic flavors, candy corn. If you've been following me for the last several years, you know that every year I do it a little differently, and this year I call them candy corn cubes because they're adorable and they're tiny little cubes. Well, not tiny, my regular cubes, whatever. So if you want to find out how to make them, follow me. Let's go. All right, we're doing it a little differently today. Because why not? Switching things up is fun. First in, we've got 85 grams of pure cane sugar, followed by 31 grams gelatin. Next up, 225 grams of corn syrup. It's also known as 2/3 of a cup. Remember, it's okay to be over by a little bit. Next in, 125 grams applesauce. We will be dividing this into 3 separate batches. They don't have to be exact. For the flavoring, candy corn. You can also add a little bit of toasted marshmallow and vanilla. However, I'm all out of toasted marshmallow, so we're just rocking candy corn today. Since we're breaking it down into 3 layers, I'm gonna hit it with that white first. We want each layer to be opaque anyway, so white's the way to go for the first one. And this just makes it easier. Before we separate these into that 3 batch, we're gonna let this sit for the 7 to 10 minutes for the gelatin to bloom. So I will be back. All right, now that that's been sitting for 10 minutes, we're going to add the oil. All right, don't mind the slow-mo cam. All right, let's get this all blended in. Usually we've got it on the heat for this, but since we have to separate it into 3, this is the way I choose. So we will be stirring for several minutes. Oh, it smells so good though. There we go. Just another minute. For the white layer, I will add a little more white, but otherwise, it's a good color. All right, now we divvy this up into 3 separate pots. So roughly 138 grams for each. I'll spare you the boring separating. I'll see you soon. So for every season, I do the same flavors. Like this season is gonna be candy corn. I keep wanting to say corn syrup. But for example, this season is November. We've got Thanksgiving. I like to do candy corn for that. A couple years ago, I did pretty big squares that were layered. Last year, I did gumdrops. They look just like candy corns. Hit me up on my Instagram to see those. And this year, I'm doing little tiny squares that are layered. I just like to, break up the monotony a little bit while being the same. Make sense? Hope so. Anyway, let's get back to it. Come on. I added some more white. I gotta get that stirred up here in just a moment. Stir it up without tipping it over. Stay. As soon as that starts to boil, we will add our acids. And we're only going to do a little more than a teaspoon for this one. Alright. We've reached the destination for the first time. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of this acid. It's probably a little more than I needed. Stir it up. Alright, I'm going to get the pour station set up and I'll see you over there. We're just going to do a little bit in each cavity. Doesn't have to be perfect. Try to stay off the side walls though. Kind of annoying. And you could do it with a syringe if you'd prefer. Alright, that's it for the first layer. We'll come back for the next two. For this batch, or for this layer, I should say, we're going to add some yellow and red. Hopefully that's good enough. I might have another red somewhere. We're just aiming for a nice orange, and that's not it. Almost though, but not quite. A little more yellow. Getting pretty close. I want it to be more vibrant though. All right, there we go. Much better. That makes me happy. Okay, even though there's a few little drops left, we're gonna let this sit until it comes up to a rolling boil. See you shortly. All right, second layer is ready. So let me get the acids. And this is what the acids look like after they've been sitting for a few minutes. And you just gotta stir them up again. No big deal. Go ahead and add a little bit of that. There we go. I'm gonna stir it for about a minute to allow that water to evaporate, and then it's off to the races once more. All right, I'm gonna continue stirring this, and then I'm gonna get the pour station ready. So I'll see you over there again. All right, let's go. You know, I didn't even think if you guys can see what I'm doing. This batch just needs to be yellow with this once again. Those little white chunks there, they're off of the white layers spatula. Let's stir it up. And a dash of white. And I'll come back to you when this is rocking and rolling, simmering and boiling. All right, as you can see, this layer, this batch, the final batch, is ready to accept the acid. Just gotta stir it up a little more. And add it in. And stir it up. We'll stir it for about a minute, just like the others. All right, I'm gonna go set up the pour station for the final time. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, here we go. Final layer. All right, now for all these leftovers here, once they're once they're dry enough I can take them out. I'll take them out, I'll melt them down, pour it down, and we'll see what we've got. All right, pretty simple. Until then, bye. And there they are. Aren't they adorable? If you like candy corn, you're gonna love this flavor, I promise. It's a little tedious with how you have to do the layers, but it's worth it in the end, especially if you want something like this that just looks like nothing else on the market or on your table. Unless you buy candy corn, yes, I get that, but whatever, doesn't matter. Delicious, adorable, and really good. If you need any help making these, let me know. Until next time, I'm Burns. Bye.